I was a member of an organized crime group. It was a gang-related kidnapping. So, those of you who know me know that, my life has been very colourful, and like a lot of other people's have been, not just mine. But last year I got released from prison, so I've done 3.5 years, or 3 years 3 months. I was a member of an organised crime group, as they like to say, and what I got charged with initially was a kidnapping. It was a gang-related kidnapping, and I also got charged with commercial drug supply and firearm. And what happened was, I pled guilty to everything. So I don't know if you know how it works in Australia, but if you plead guilty to everything runs concurrent. So what happened was, my legals, they negotiated that the kidnapping got downgraded to take and detain, and the firearm, it didn't have my prints or DNA on it. It actually had someone else's fingerprint on it. And the commercial drug supply, well, they couldn't prove that I was actually supplying the drugs. So obviously those drugs there in the garage of the house I was staying at, and they couldn't recover any text messages or any cash or anything that linked me to supplying the actual drugs. So all they could get me for was warehousing. And the firearm was in the same bag as the drugs. It was in a gym bag. My DNA was on the strap of the gym bag. But anyway, during my time in prison, prison isn't what made me Muslim. Is actually, I did learn about Islam in prison. There was a few Muslim boys which I got along with, and they were giving me many books to read, and I was reading with an open mind, but my heart didn't completely open to it. That was my first experience with it. So I got released last year. It was March 2022. Now it's June 2023. I was studying language because obviously I'm Polish, but I grew up in Australia, in Sydney, and Polish is my first language. So when I started school, Catholic school actually, I only speak Polish. I learned English at school. Obviously I got an Australian accent, so now my English is better than my Polish now. But I was learning Spanish when I got out of prison, because I wanted to spend time in Latin America. And what happened was I wanted to learn some Arabic because I wanted to spend some time in Dubai. So I went to a language exchange platform, and on there I met a lot of Algerian people. I added a few of them on my Instagram, and I was seeing all these reels, Islamic reels, and I was watching, and everything was making sense to me. I see the light, when something comes to you, you can't just ignore it like that. I remember the day before I took my shahada, I asked my friend, a good friend of mine, I asked him, if I go to the mosque with you, is it weird for me to pray if I'm not Muslim? Because I just want to see what it feels like. So I remember he took me to the mosque. I prayed for the first time. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just following what he was doing, and I remember the hairs on my arms stood up, and I felt goosebumps all over my arms, and I had a tear roll down my face, and I felt something I didn't feel before.
Congratulations. Takbir. Allah Akbar.